refuse to other each other. That in the end, no matter what our differences are, it is our humanity and our civility that matter most. And part of that for me is not just a respect for each other, but a respect for the earth. And it doesn't seem things are going to get any better. But I do think that we sometimes separate ourselves from nature, as if we don't belong to nature, as if we weren't part of nature. And I think it's really important. And for me, the most important part of nature that looms large in my imagination is, of course, the river. I don't listen to the news anymore because I get mad. But I don't want to be angry. I really don't. I think it's important to be kind and to be generous to one another. And I think that's what's missing in our public discourse. That humility and civility and belonging and building a better world seems to not matter anymore in our government. And I think that's a shame. So with that, I'll just read, it's an old poem. It's after Neruda. No sabe el río que se llama río. River, I've returned. This is where I learned to love your waters, memorize the words drowning, death, and life. This is where I learned that I was flesh, fast and hard, swim fast and hard. The race is for the swift. River, I remember summer afternoons. Those days were hot and you were cool, and I was softer then. Those summer waters gone now to the Gulf. Farther, farther, they have flowed toward greater waters, become a part of oceans, vaster than the deserts of the earth. Waters flow into waters. My flesh began as water, grown hard as bone. I am individual. In my tongue, that word is harsh and holy. And yet the peoples of the earth call, come. I want to flow into others, into bodies. There are no hearts without them. Into that child who is touching a leaf for the first time in awe of the green. Into that woman who fears the man she loves. I want to know her hunger. I want to flow into that dying man who suffered years of hate because he would not walk the path of other men. That tired, hated man who daily wakes to offer silent thanks for the breath he steals each morning from the dirty, stingy air. Flow. Flow into the sick, scared, and breathless man who runs across the desert, runs across the border, runs across the freeway, running, running. Flow into his calloused hands. Know and be his work. Know and be his hands. I have spent my life shouting out my name. I have spelled it out one letter at a time, and then stared hard at what I was until I fell exhausted. I'm tired of my name. I am crooked from the silk, from the heavy borders of I am. We divide time into years. We divide years into seasons. We have different names for every river, a different name for every ocean on the earth. But the river does not know that we have named it river. It does not know that it is separate from the waters that call, come, come. The river has flowed 1,000 years. It is spring, and the river is filling with the newness of winter's melted snow. Each season flowing into each season. River, I have been gone a long time. I am returning to your waters. River, I've come back. River, I'm afraid. Carry me like water.